You guys are amazing. I totally did not expect a welcome like that. Thank you. And please excuse my voice. I feel fine. I just can't make any noise. But am I close enough to the mic? Okay. I'm so delighted to be following the Bay Area Doula Project because they're doing what we attempt to do every day at Southwestern Women's Options, which is help women to express for themselves the meaning and the symbolism around abortion that they're going through at that actual moment. We spend a lot of time trying to help women express their feelings and to give them space to really feel however they feel. Sometimes it's very sad, sometimes it's casual, sometimes they're very conflicted, and often they're not conflicted. It's all fine. We're there just to help them be unpregnant because that's what they want. And I would like to also say that we ask women who have had abortions to speak out. And I would like to say we also should be hounding providers to speak out. You know, when people, somebody sitting next to me in an airplane, and they say, "What do you do?" I used to say, "Oh, I'm a consultant." You know, it's not, what do I know what's going to happen? It's not safe to tell people what I do. Now I say, I'm a doctor. And if they express any interest at all, I say, oh, I'm an abortion provider, and my specialty is very late abortions. And one of my colleagues, Shelley Sella, she and I sort of dared each other to do that, and it's been really interesting because I thought I would get some really severe negative reactions, you know, and we tried to do role play about what would be the worst thing that could happen. You know, baby killer. Well, it's never happened. It's never happened once. Most of the time I get, oh, thank you so much for doing your work. So we need to be willing to speak out, and we need to not be so frightened all the time of what might happen to us, you know. I know Dr. Tiller was assassinated. I worked with Dr. Tiller. But that does not mean that abortion providers should keep their mouths shut. It's a lot more dangerous to be an Alaska fisherman than an abortion provider. So let's get real about this, and let's tell people what we do and why we do it. So. By being silent, all we are doing is participating in our own stigma, and I want to take a slogan from the 80s and borrow it for a minute and say, silence is death. So we need to open up our mouths and talk about abortion as what it is, not a tragedy. It's a blessing. It's an absolute blessing that women get to use their minds and their consciences to decide whether they feel at this particular moment they can do their best parenting this particular pregnancy. Often, I don't know about this crowd because you guys are pretty liberal, but I often hear pro-choice people say, well, you know, I'm fine with abortion, but, you know, these late-term abortions, no good. I don't know why a girl would wait that long. I'm saying girl advisedly. And what's behind that? What's behind that is the assumption that women are somehow not grown-up moral agents, able to make moral, ethical decisions. They say, well, late abortion should only happen in extreme circumstances. Well, don't you think that if someone has traveled halfway across the country to stay in a week in Albuquerque and have a late abortion, that she's not considering her circumstances extreme? Then I'd like to ask, who the hell gets to decide what's extreme? Me? No? The legislators? What do they know about these women's lives? Yeah, it's difficult. Sometimes abortion is a very simple thing. People know exactly what they wanted, that they want an abortion, and that's fine. Sometimes it's very complex. And I would leave you with the thought that women, and I should say we also have, not a lot, but some trans men who have been pregnant, become pregnant as a result of a rape during transition. Somehow that's, just part of the ghastliness that goes on in this world. But when I say women, I mean everybody with a uterus who can get pregnant. Women are capable, emotionally, spiritually, morally, intellectually capable of struggling with complex ethical issues and arriving at the right decision for themselves and their families. And to say anything else means that women are not members of the human race. They are not moral agents. They are not able to be adults. So we're against that at Southwestern Women's Options. Thank you very much, and come and see the movie After Tiller. It's about late abortion and a lot of the things around it. Thank you.